Hi, this is Rich Formidoni from Korg USA, and I'm here at Kraft Music to show you the PS60 performance synthesizer. Up until now, it's been extremely difficult to find an affordable keyboard that has pristine sounds, hands-on control, and basically no learning curve. And that is why Korg created the PS60. The PS60 is focused on giving you everything you need to play live and have it right at your fingertips. So you'll find acoustic pianos, electric pianos, organs, brass strings, and synth sounds, and all the controls you need to tweak them as you're playing. So because the sound engine in the PS60 is derived from the M3 and the M50 music workstations, we know it's going to sound good. But what's really cool is how these controls are laid out. So for example, on the left side of the PS60 is our famous XY joystick with a lock button that conveniently locks the X-axis. And right next to that, there's a dedicated organ slow fast button. And what this does is when you're playing a sound with a rotary speaker on it, it'll speed up or slow down the speed of that rotary speaker. Now, right next to that, there are octave up and down buttons, right where you need them, and right next to transpose buttons. So if you need to go up and down either a octave or a half step, you can do it just at the touch of a button. These two sections of the PS60 on the center and right side are where you find all the controls you need while playing live. You can see that these 6 sections here are your 6 different categories of sound: acoustic piano, electric piano, organ, strings, brass, and synth. For each one of those, there's a multifunction knob, up and down buttons, and an on button. When I press that on button, that's the kind of sound I'll be using. Switch to electric piano just by pressing the button right below it. And if I want to combine sounds, it's as easy as pushing 2 buttons at once. And if I want to modify the mixture, I can do it using the knobs. So here we'll turn the strings down a little bit. You can combine up to 6 sounds at once if you want to. The other cool thing is you can actually layer and split them with these buttons right here in the center. So if I push the lower button, now I can select a sound for the bottom half of the keyboard. So let's say I want that to be organ. For the upper section, I will select piano and strings. Now I've got that split done, and it only took me a couple of button pushes. This button to the left of the knobs controls what function the knobs perform. So by default, they're controlling the volume of the sound you've selected. You can also choose the octave. So for my acoustic piano, I can dial in the octave right there. I can also select how much modulation I want and how much reverb or delay. And you can see the modulation, reverb and delay, and dedicated EQ sections right over here. So if I choose an electric piano sound, I might want a phaser. Or I might want to add a little bit of reverb. There's also a dedicated 3-band EQ that is always active and right where you need it to be. In addition, if you need a quick shot of inspiration, you can press both of these 2 buttons together, sub off recall and lower, and you'll get a quick audition riff. So all of the settings we just encountered are part of what's called a performance. You can store 20 performances right here, 5 sounds and 4 banks apiece. So we've already created quite a few of them that are already ready to go. On the back panel, you'll find the port for the included power supply, the power switch, left and right outputs, the USB port, a display contrast control, MIDI in and out ports, and 2 pedal jacks. Another huge advantage of the PS60 is not only does it make your live rig that much better, it's also equally at home in a studio. So if you plug it into your computer via USB and start up your favorite recording software, the PS60 will run as a plug-in from within it. So it supports VST, RTAS, and audio units. And whenever you're done working in the plug-in, just save your work in the DAW software, and you save the state of the PS60 along with it. The great thing about the software is it lets you point and click your way around the PS60 and go much deeper than you can on the front panel of the keyboard itself. The PS60 gives you Korg's level of pristine sound quality, along with all the hands-on controls you need to modify your sounds without having to navigate through menus. For more information, please contact your Kraft music product specialist. Thanks for watching.